Now on Tyra. Gross and not afraid to talk about it.
Explain the eating the booger.
Sort of tastes like ham or bloody, but salty.
What is it about a pimple that you love?
The white stuff. You know how the white stuff is right at the tip? I have to like get it and squeeze it and make all the pus come out.
This is the one show you will be talking about.
What are you doing? Why didn't you just take your nose down?
An all-new Tyra starts now.
You guys, how many of you guys took a shower today? How many? Everybody stand. Okay, so it looks like everybody raised their hand. Who's got clean underwear on? Very clean. Very clean. Okay, everybody raised their hand for clean underwear. Everybody. Okay. Who picked their nose on the way here? Who dug in their nose? Like 6 people raised their hand. You guys are such liars. Liars, liars, liars. And I think you guys are lying because there's a recent poll in the New York Daily News, and it revealed a really big and a really dirty and a really nasty secret. We got some gross people walking around, including this audience. Okay, they did this poll, and 1 out of every 5 people is wearing dirty underwear. 1 out of 5. Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dirty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dirty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dirty. Y'all got some dirty, stinky drawers on with some dirty, stinky stains in them. And 1 in 3 did not take a shower today. Who wants to be brave enough to stand up and tell the truth? I didn't shower yesterday. I got off a red eye. I was funky. I did a show yesterday. I was like, child, I was hugging my guests. It's okay, babies. Come on, it's okay. Ooh, I know she's crying because she's sad, but she's also crying because my pits smell like onions. Okay, nobody wants to admit it. Okay, 75% of people pick their nose. 75% of people pick their nose. Pick their nose. I pick my nose. It's good when it's a crunchy one. But you know the kind that like it's crunchy and you're like, oh, it's gonna be a good crunchy one and it's gonna pull out. But then you pull it and then it's like, damn, it wasn't ready to come out because it starts to bleed. When it starts to bleed, I hate that. Don't act like you don't know. And then a minute later, you're like, dang, it's back and ready to be picked again. And you pick it again and it bleeds some more. Don't act like y'all don't know. Okay, and there's also people that eat their scabs and their toenails. Look at the people up on stage right now. There's 4 people on the stage. Okay, they have no problem admitting that they are gross. Absolutely disgusting. Okay? But I want you to guess who does what. One of the people here is a chronic nose picker. So chronic, cannot stop, wipes a booger on anything and everything. Okay, who do you think that is? Chronic nose picker. Think it's the guy? Okay, well, you guys think it's the guy. Well, one of them is a poop talker. Every time they have to poop, they're like, ooh, I got a dookie. Ooh, it's gonna be a good one. Ooh, it feels a little soft. Ooh, I gotta take a dookie. Who do you think that is? You think it's the first girl in the flowered shirt? What do you think it is? Okay, someone here cuts their toenails and eats them. Eats them. Who do you think? First girl? Who do you think? Yellow? You think it's a girl in the yellow, maybe? Okay, and the last person? They wear their clothes and their underwear for weeks, and they don't wash them. Now you guys are saying it's the guy? I thought you guys said he was the nose picker. Okay, first we're going to start with 2 of our guests, Crystal and Dustin. Reveal your gross habits. Oh, let's give them a hand for being disgusting. Okay. So, Crystal, okay, you are the nose picker. How long have you been picking your nose?
I've been doing it since I was real little, as soon as I could put my finger up there.
Since you can put your finger up there.
Yeah.
Okay, check this out.
Yes, that dark thing on the end of my finger is a booger. And I will eat it.
You can say what you want about Crystal's eating habits, but one thing's for sure, she doesn't waste a bite.
It's like a natural, organic medicine for your body, you know?
And she doesn't just eat boogers either.
Okay, that red thing on my nail is a scab. And yes, I do eat my scabs too. They don't have taste at all.
Crystal's husband Dustin likes to get in on the gross outs too.
Pretty big.
Dustin's a free-spirited type of guy.
And I spit wherever I want.
And he's not going to be held back by little things like Kleenex.
He blew his nose in there and just left it there. That's gross.
Or clean pan.
Those are stains.
Or curtains.
This curtain, he's trying to make it his new booger wall of fame.
From the floors on up to the walls, pretty much every surface in the house is fair game for Dustin to leave a little something behind.
Here's actually where my husband likes to spit the most.
But even if Dustin gets a little gross, Crystal is still hoping to hand down the family tradition.
My kids, you know, if they start picking their nose and eating their boogers, I'm not going to tell them to stop. If more people would do what I do, then they wouldn't be sick all the time.
Crystal, okay, I admit that I've picked in my nose and probably did it today, probably did it in my sleep, but I don't eat them. Explain the eating the booger. Does it taste good to you?
Actually, it sort of tastes like ham or bologna, but salty. But if it's a hard one, it tastes like a crunchy piece of bread.
So different booger texture. What are you doing? Why didn't you just pick your nose now? Okay, so it tastes like a crunchy piece of bread.
Yes.
So tell me about this neighbor that was a scientist.
Well,
Where's he from?
He's actually from where I'm at in Fredericksburg, but he actually read in a paper that an Australian scientist found out that if you pick your nose and eat your boogers, it helps you get better quicker. You know, and ever since he told me that.
If you're sick, if you have a cold, eat your boogers.
Yeah, it's sort of like getting a shot, except without the pain.
Okay, so like, when you're picking your boogers and you're in public, what do people do?
Shockingly, nobody's ever said anything yet. They just sort of sit and stare
in disgust.
and I sort of laugh at them.
Okay, I talked about different types of boogers. How many types of boogers are there, in your opinion?
3.
There's 3 different types, and they are?
Really slimy, in the middle not too slimy, and then the ones that are really hard.
And which are your favorites to eat?
I like the ones in the middle.
You like the ones in the middle?
Yeah, the sort of
like sweet and sour, crunchy and gooey. Okay, and what about other gross habits? I know you have some other ones.
Yes, actually, I do wear my underwear for a week at a time because they don't have stains on them. And seriously, who gets their underwear that dirty, that quick, you know?
Wait, you wear it for a week?
Yeah.
Your panties?
Yes, but if it comes to my monthly time, I will change my underwear every day because I do not like blood on my underwear. That's gross.
Okay, I'm okay. Okay, Crystal, the vagina is a self-cleaning oven.
Yes.
And it naturally cleanses itself daily. And that's why we have a crotch area of the panty to collect what it is cleansing. So you have a week's supply of that at the end of the week in your panty, and it just collects, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dustin, what is up with the spitting and the snotting everywhere? Why?
Why? I just do it anywhere.
You just do it anywhere.
Yeah.
And you don't.
I would do it right now.
Oh no, please. Please do not do it now. And how often do you change your underwear?
Oh, about once a week. If there's no skid marks, I let it go.
If there's no skid marks, you'll let it go.
Yeah. If I don't see a stain, it's all good.
Now tell me about the Hall of Fame. You had a Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
A wall of fame. What was it?
I try to pick a booger and put the biggest one on the wall. And they leave weird stains.
They leave weird stains.
Green and
how did you guys meet each other? At a booger convention or something? I mean, I feel like you have so much in common. Like, do you, like, was it, you know, it seems like they'd be like a MySpace or like Match.com. I like to pick my boogers and I wear my drawers for weeks on end. Ooh, me too. Okay, moving on to Blake, Dustin's brother. how do you feel about their bad habits? First of all, when you go to their house, does it have a smell?
Many smells.
Many smells.
Many. I go there in the morning, you don't need a cup of coffee, you just wake up, open the door, hello, how are you? And it just eats you.
It just stinks. And what do you feel about their habits?
It's kind of weird. You go places with them and everything. You don't know what booger's going where. You watch her, if a booger's going in her mouth. Him, you got to worry about one's going here on the clothes or the product or just on a little kid's hand or something. He'll just go out and do it.
Okay, and you guys are brothers?
Yes, ma'am.
How did this happen? How often do you shower?
Every day.
And so, how did this happen? What happened to him?
I don't know. When we were younger and everything, he took real good care of himself. See, I like the way I look. I take real pride. Him, ever since, he met her, it just was shot. I mean, he stopped bathing, he didn't do this right, and it just, shoes stank, everything, and then it's just a whole new,
Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, people did nothing to him.
Crystal, does he ever stink to you? Do you
Sometimes, occasionally, not too often. Though.
And Dustin, does she ever stink?
No.
No, you like that funk, huh? All right, we'll be right back. Up next, sweet women, gross habits.
My toenails smell them. Brown front teeth. Pimples.
And later, important tips that will save your life.
The last time we may be able to have our phone is when we are handing a phone over to an abductor. But you can at least hit send as you do that, which will at least give the people who are looking for you their last location.
Gross, most disgusting things, picking your nose and eating it in public and classifying boogers, class 1, 2, and 3. We're talking about showering and not changing your underwear unless you have skid marks. Now it's time to find out what Veronica's gross habit is, okay? So we're gonna have you reveal your sign. What is your gross habit? You're a poop talker.
I am.
And tell me, so you love talking about having to go take a crap?
Yes, I have no problem with it. If you gotta go, you gotta go.
Okay. And what about guys? Do you say it in front of guys?
Oh, I don't care.
Even if
absolutely.
Even if it's a new one, like
absolutely. If they can't handle it, then see you later.
Okay, check this out.
At first glance, Veronica might seem like a girly girl. But when this blonde starts dropping bombshells, oh, you better duck.
I take a fat.
Veronica has a habit of announcing her bathroom breaks to everyone around her.
I have a million ways to say you have to go to the bathroom. Doing some spring cleaning out back, dropping the kids off at the pool, sitting on the porcelain throne. Look at that. Now that is what I call a fat. I wouldn't say I'm a gross person. I would say that I just am who I am all the time, and I don't really care what people think about me. My theory is that if you can't handle me, then we shouldn't hang out because there's no point in being friends with someone who you can't be yourself around. You do not want to go in there.
Okay. Explain to me why you like announcing it, because I have a friend and he announces it all the time and I don't understand. Like, I'll be hanging out and he goes, I gotta go, and you know what? And I'm like, why?
Well, I like making people laugh, and I'm totally comfortable with myself and saying whatever I want to say. So if you have to go, you have to go. I don't understand why people have to be embarrassed about it. Everyone does it.
And your friend Katie is here.
Yes.
Tell me about her announcing the poop.
Well,
for you.
The first time it ever happened was when we were at a party and she was sitting on a guy's lap. They all announced that she had a huge butt, so they liked it. So she's sitting on a guy, and she just rips one. Just straight just rips one. And this guy's like, all right, now you gotta go. Like, get away from me. Like, it's, I don't know, you can't really, she is who she is.
I heard she blames it on you sometimes.
You better not.
Okay. Now, Veronica, you say that Katie also has bad habits of her own.
Oh, yes, she does. Well, whenever she pukes, she often herself as well. And, yeah, she's done that quite a few times at parties. All the time, actually.
So, Katie, if you have to throw up, you can't help it but pee on yourself.
Well,